Chaotically Nerdy is a podcast made by nerds for nerds. This podcast is made by adults, for adults, and children with bad parents. Adult language will be used and adult situations may arise. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Chaotically Nerdy. On today's episode with me is
Ethan
and
Jarrett.
I did it backwards than normal. I was really hoping it would fuck them up, but they did good.
It kind of messed me up. I was not ready for that.
You're not ready for it?
No.
Good. He's back. We had 2 episodes without him.
Ethan's back.
Back again. Let's not get copyright stricken.
Please no.
Please no.
I don't rap.
Young Gravy?
I don't. I listen to. I don't rap.
How do you not? No, you're telling me in your car, windows rolled up.
No, the only time I get in is like the beginning of the song where it hits like the beat for a second, and then he goes gravy.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, so today's episode, we are going to talk about the Sorcerer class and subclass and all that fun stuff. This will be one I feel like we won't have to talk a whole lot about. Also, I don't have my dice. That's unfortunate. So we'll figure something out. We're going to flip a pencil. That's how we're going to do it.
That doesn't
Work, but all right.
no.
How the fuck does it not work? It spins. Whoever it lands on is who talks.
Oh, we're playing spin the bottle. I got you.
It spin the bottle with a
said-
pencil.
Didn't say. You thought you were trying to throw like a dice. It doesn't have any numbers on
Spin a
it.
pencil.
I was really confused.
I watch a lot of good golf videos, and they flip a tee. They're a group of I think they're 20s.
Who watches golf videos?
People that like golf.
Oh.
Me. Learning something new every day, don't you?
I know you like golf, but
Didn't know I liked it enough to
it's
watch
like
videos
kids
of
watching
it.
Minecraft videos.
Yeah,
It's really, really weird.
it's funny.
Minecraft videos aren't funny.
They can be.
No, not usually.
So let's get our shit together.
No. I refuse.
So, Ethan, take us into the
Sorcerer?
yes.
Sorcerer is my second least favorite class.
I think you should preface that with you hate resource management.
I don't like I don't like resource management.
And that's why Monk is your least favorite, Sorcerer is your second least favorite, correct?
Yeah. So and Ranger's just bad,
Yes.
and then Monk and Sorcerer are right behind it. Like Sorcerer is it's an arcane spellcaster, much like Warlock, much like Wizard, except for it works entirely different.
Yay.
Essentially, instead of learning it or getting their powers from, say, a patron or some sort of deity-like creature or entity, they get it from their own bloodline is magical. So, like from dragons or something in their past has blessed or procreated into their line that is also magical.
Think of like Zeus fucking
Yeah,
everything.
like Perseus and
Yeah.
yeah, except for they're fighters, they're not sorcerers.
I know, but still.
Yeah. So for their basic class features, their hit dice is a 1d6. They don't get any armor proficiencies. Their weapon proficiencies, they get daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaffs, and light crossbows. They get no tool proficiencies. Their saving throws are Constitution and Charisma, which is fantastic. Do you get Constitution as a caster?
Only the second caster that gets Constitution saving throws. That and Artificer.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do Artificer where it's not a caster too, correct? Or is it always a caster?
It's always caster.
I know we
Yeah.
broke it down, but I don't remember it.
There's ones that don't rely on it as heavily as a alchemist or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So their skills, they get to choose from Arcana, Deception, Insight, Intimidation, Persuasion, and Religion. They rely heavily on Charisma, though. So choose wisely. Their equipment, have we been talking about the equipment?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes and no. Some of them we did, but we haven't been lately.
The thing is that they do get arcane focuses if you're playing in that type of situation. They get spell casting. Again, we're going to cover that in a later episode. And then Their subclasses they get right away because it's about their bloodline, correct? So they get Sorceress Origin. They get to choose between several of those. We'll go over those real quick. And then at second level, they get Font of Magic. You tap in to a deep wellspring of magic within yourself. This wellspring is represented by sorcery points, which is we talked about the resource management.
Yes.
Starts off right off the bat at second level. Your sorcery points give you the ability to gain access to change the way that your spells work or to regain spell slots. So,
And there's tables on D&D
Yeah.
Wiki, D&D Beyond, all that good stuff.
because the
that
number
break
of
down how many you get and
right, so the number of spell slots that you get is on the table. Not going to go over that.
And you can change spell slots into sorcery points.
Yes, you can. So back and forth, you can change those. They cost a different level depending on what spell slot level you're actually gaining back. Like it costs 2 for first level, but it costs 7 sorcery points for 5th level spell slots. And that also is reversed. So meta magic at 3rd level, you gain the ability to twist your spells to suit your needs. This is where you're going to be using most of your sorcery points. You get a variety of different features. Do we want to go over all of those? Because there's a lot. Or just want to go over, like, hit the hallmarks?
probably just hit the hallmarks.
You get careful spell, distant spell, empowered spell, expanded spell, or extended spell, heightened spell, quickened spell, seeking spell, subtle spell, transmuted spell, and twin spell. Which one of those do you think are like the top tier?
Quickened is
Quickened
always
is
one of them.
Oh yeah. So quickened spell is when you cast a spell that has a casting time of 1 action. You can spend 2 sorcery points to change the casting time to 1 bonus action.
Which essentially would allow you to cast 2 of the same spells, correct?
No, if you cast a spell as a bonus
Bonus action.
action, you have to cast a cantrip with your action. So you can cast
Okay.
2 cantrips or a spell and a cantrip, but not 2 spells.
Okay.
Generally speaking, how you would use this is you would cast a real spell, and then you would use your sorcery points to cast a cantrip.
Yeah,
as well.
cantrip like a
Yeah.
firebolt or a
Yeah.
something.
And then twin spell. I'm thinking of twin spell. I'm mixing the two.
Twin
That's why.
lets you not divide, but basically copy the effect of a single target spell.
Yeah.
Another one I like is the transmuted spell.
That's-
You can change the type.
That's really important for draconic sorcerers because there's not spell types of every damage in the game,
Right.
Yeah.
or spells of every damage type. I'm sorry.
You also have certain things. So I've been playing I've dipped into poison. Poisoner is the feat I've taken, and I've dipped into sorcerer to gain this specific thing because I overcome resistance to poison, and it does better.
And subtle spell lets you counter spell without being able to be countered spelled, or you can cast any spell and not be able to be counter spelled because they have to see you casting a spell.
Okay. So that causes them to not know that you cast
Yes.
It's,
it. I mean, I knew that's what it did. I didn't know that counterspell.
Yes.
Was that way.
Counter spell, you need to be able to see someone casting a spell.
That's nice.
but meta magic in general is really great for making your casting worthwhile. But you can also take this as a feat now.
The metamagic adept.
So
I recommend it even if you're a sorcerer
yeah,
because you get 2 more sorcery points and another metamagic.
yeah, it's just really useful. For me, this is where the usefulness ends, though. So
I mean, realistically, they don't get anything besides the meta magic
In the base
on the
class now.
base class until the 20th.
So we'll move on to that. So we just talked about a feat. At a 4th level, you get the ability score improvement, which you can also change out for a feat. Is there any other feats you would suggest?
Warcaster,
Just us typical caster.
Yeah.
spell sniper, that shit like that. That's good for casters in general.
Tough is really good for casters as well.
Yeah.
Just because
You don't
get
have
so
much health.
Yeah. But the thing is, do you want to waste it?
Well, you could also take resilient into
Dex,
wisdom,
wisdom,
which is really nice.
Either of those.
Or dex, because you don't have either one of those, which all the other casters do have one of those.
Yeah. I would also maybe recommend like Shadow Touched or Fey Touched because that gives you extra. As a sorcerer, you don't have a lot of spells known. Gives you a lot of gives you 2 other spells you might know, and they can boost your charisma or half feet. So
Also, the armor thing could be pretty nice, so you don't have to keep using your spells on the mage armor spell.
Yeah.
So you could take the but you only get so few.
oh yeah, you could take the you could take the Eldritch Adept. So what
Yeah.
you're talking about, you get make armor shadows, whatever.
Yeah, Eldritch Adept would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good.
Plus, you can get. Do you get Eldritch Blast with that? I don't think you do.
Think
No, you have You have to take. You have to take the Magic Adept first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you could do that, but not really worth it just for the Eldritch Blast. No.
If you're playing in Jared's campaign, it would be worth it because you get a feat every time you level.
Yeah.
But
Every ASI.
well, yeah, you knew.
There's a couple other.
You two knew what I meant.
Sure.
Everybody else probably did not.
There's a couple other optional add-ins. Are those from?
Oh, those will be from
Those from Tasha's.
yes.
So the one I want to talk about is the magical guidance. You can tap into your inner wellspring of magic at 5th level and try to conjure success from failure when you make an ability check that fails. You can spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll the d20, and you must use the new roll, potentially turning the failure into a success.
That's good.
Yeah, it's just really good for maintaining concentration as well. Yeah. And then at 20th level, you get your capstone, which is Sorcerer's Restoration. You gain 4 expended sorcery points whenever you finish a short rest.
It's poopy.
Yep, it's
Every time.
typical caster capstone, though.
I mean, typical resource management capstone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just-
Monk gets the same thing, don't they?
Yeah.
Bard gets a similar thing on a roll initiative. You get extra inspiration die back. They're all shitty.
Yep. They're not great.
I don't like them.
The Sorcerer class itself doesn't get a lot of stuff handed to it.
Yeah.
It's not front-loaded.
And has the least number of known spells in the game, including half casters.
They've always had that in previous editions, though.
And I can't remember. Also, maybe third casters. I don't think third casters now, but I definitely know like rangers. I think get it more.
Damn.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, they get a lot of other druid spells in their mix, too. Especially now with the new ranger stuff.
All right. So, jumping into the Sorceress Origins or the subclasses, the ones we are going to talk about today are Aberrant Mind, Clockwork Soul, Divine Soul, Draconic Bloodline, and Wild Magic. We're not going to talk about Shadow Magic or Storm Sorcery. I think we decided not that they're bad, just the others are better options. Right? There wasn't one that's just stuck out as terrible.
No, even Shadow and Storm are pretty good for a sorcerer.
Yeah. Just time-wise, it makes more sense for us to cut some of them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's me. I get to talk about Aberrant Mind. That is from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. It's an alien influence. So someone... I'm trying to think of like how to explain it.
Got probed.
Yeah, basically. I mean... Oh, God.
It's
It's always fucking sexual.
Your eldritch horror, your aberrant.
The lithids are a
aberrationals.
good way to...
My
put
brain
those.
went straight to Baldur's Gate 3.
Exactly, yes.
And then it has a little table that you can roll for it. You don't have to. You can just pick one. So at first level, you get psionic spells. You learn the additional spells. I think this comes in every class where you learn certain spells, correct?
Negative.
No, this is just a Aberrant Mind thing?
Maybe also Clockwork Soul.
Okay.
I think so.
So at first level, you get Arms of Hadar. The last one that we recorded was Warlock, I think, and you didn't get them. So there was something that we did.
Okay, wait. You
where you
mean,
didn't get
hang
it.
on. You mean they have access to an extra spell table?
Yes.
Or they know those spells?
Each of these spells count as sorcerer spells for you, but it doesn't count against the number of sorcerer spells you know. So you get these.
You get these. Not every sorcerer subclass has this table.
They don't get
They're like
them.
domain spells from Cleric.
Only Aberrant Mind and Clockwork Soul have
Like they give them the spells.
give them
Have
spells.
Okay.
origin spell lists.
That's weird.
It is weird. Makes these two way better.
Yeah. So at first level, you get Arms of Hadar, Dissonant Whispers, and Mind Sliver.
It's a cantrip.
No. At third level, you get Calm Emotions, Detect Thoughts. At fifth level, Hunger of Hadar and Sending. At seventh level, Avard's Black Tentacles and Summon Aberration. And at ninth level, you get Rary's telepathic bond and telekinesis. I cannot talk. Also, at first level, you get telepathic speech. You can form a telepathic connection between your mind and the mind of another. As a bonus action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. You and the chosen creature can speak telepathically with each other, while the two of you are within a number of miles of each other equal to your charisma modifier. So possibly up to 5 miles.
Yeah.
But you have to speak the same language, and it lasts for a number of minutes equal to your sorcerer level.
Yep.
Obviously, it's going to end early if you're incapacitated or if you die. Or you use it to talk to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So at 6th level, you get Psionic Sorcery. When you cast any spell of 1st level or higher from your Psionic Spells feature, you can cast it by expending a spell slot as normal or by spending a number of sorcery points equal to the spell's level. If you cast a spell using sorcery points, it requires no verbal or somatic components, and it requires no material components unless they are consumed by the spell. That's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't.
It's situational.
Yeah.
Because really, like, the only really good one I would say on there is, like, Dissonant Whispers. And Detect Thoughts, I guess, could be good situationally.
Hunger of Adar is pretty good for an AoE spell because
That's
it's continuous.
It's true, but...
Especially when you pair it with something else, if you can.
It's just more so not having to use the verbal or somatic components.
Sure, yeah.
Is the biggest benefit that I see.
But you're not going to get, like, there's no big damage spells in here. It's more control and subterfuge.
Yeah. Also at 6th level, you get Psychic Defenses. You gain resistance to psychic damage, and you have advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened. At 14th level, you get Revelation in Flesh. You can unleash the aberrant truth hidden within yourself. As a bonus action, you can spend 1 or more sorcery points to magically transform your body for 10 minutes. For each sorcery point you spend, you can gain one of the following benefits of your choice, the effects of which last until the transformation ends. You can see any invisible creature within 60 feet of you, provided it isn't behind total cover. Your eyes also turn black or become writhing sensory tendrils. I don't like that. That hurts. You gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed, and you can hover. As you fly, your skin glistens with mucus or shines with an otherworldly light. You gain a swimming speed equal to twice your walking speed, and you can breathe underwater. Moreover, gills grow from your neck or fan out from behind your ears. Your fingers become web, and you grow writhing cilia that extend through your clothing. Your body, along with any equipment you are wearing or carrying, becomes slimy and pliable. You can move through any space as narrow as 1 inch without squeezing, and you can spend 5 feet of movement to escape from non-magical restraints or being grappled. That one seems like it's the best option.
The flying's pretty nice.
So
The flying's nice, but I don't think it's necessary.
you don't have to use fly.
Yeah. It saves you from having to do that.
Flying's always
It's
good.
essentially
Flying
flying
is always
at
good.
will, almost.
And then at 18th level, you get Warping Implosion. You can unleash your aberrant power as a space warping anomaly. As an action, you can teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within 120 feet of you. Immediately after you disappear, each creature within 30 feet of the space you left must make a strength saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, a creature takes 3d10 force damage and is pulled straight toward the space you left. Ending in an unoccupied space as close to your former space as possible. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pulled. Once you use this feature, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest, unless you spend 5 sorcery points to use it again.
It's kind of weird,
is
and
weird.
it doesn't do much damage.
It would be really good if you had somebody ready to cast an AoE spell, and you could pull a bunch of people.
Or if you already had a AoE spell up, like Hunger of Hadar or something,
Yeah.
I guess. But
It's situational.
Also, 5 seems like a lot, because you only get 20 total. If you're level 20. At 18, you have 18.
But
Basically.
at least being able, you can do it again if you have to.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true. And so, Jarrett, take us into Clockwork Soul.
The cosmic force of order has suffused you with magic. That power rises from Mechanist or a realm like it, a plane of existence shaped entirely by clockwork efficiency. Think like Modrons, other beings of mechanical order, right?
Yep.
Clockwork
Just
magic.
a tiny bit of affirmation.
Yeah. Clockwork Magic at first level. You learn additional spells when you reach certain levels in this class, as shown on the Clockwork Spells table. Each spells counts as a sorcerer spell for you, but doesn't count against the number of sorcerer spells you know. And then, I don't know if you read that, but whenever you gain a sorcerer level, you can replace one spell you gain from this feature with another spell of the same level.
I did not read that.
I figure that's the same because they came in the same book. But
Yeah.
the new spell must be abjuration or transmutation. A transmutation spell from the sorcerer, warlock, or wizard list. So that's, I didn't know you could get other outside other lists with that. But at first level, you get alarm and protection from evil and good. At third level, you get aid and lesser restoration. At fifth, you get dispel magic and protection from energy. At seventh, you get freedom of movement and summon construct. And at ninth, you get greater restoration and wall of force. I like those spells.
I could trade out alarm immediately.
Does sorcerer get ritual caster? Probably not, because they're a known caster, so probably
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. In addition, the consult of manifestations of order table, and choose or randomly determine where your connection. It's just a table of how your orderly bloodline manifests in you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's flavor.
It's flavor.
Doesn't mean jack
no,
shit.
Doesn't do anything. Just makes you look different. Also, at first level, you get restore balance. Your connection to the plane of absolute order allows you to see, or allows you to equalize chaotic movements when a creature you can see within 60 feet of you is about to roll a d20 with advantage or with disadvantage. You can use your reaction to prevent the roll from being affected by advantage or disadvantage. So, enemy uses it with advantage, you go, nope, single roll.
Or a friendly
yeah.
uses it with disadvantage. Single roll.
Yeah. Or you can be a dick and do it the opposite.
That's 100% accurate, too. You could always do that.
You can use the feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. It's cool. I mean, I would probably
You would use it to be a dick.
No, I mean, I would use it. I would.
Would.
It's not one of those abilities that
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
fucking know.
that you're gonna sit on and be like, not using this. Be like, fuck it. Every time something comes up, you're like, oh, never mind. Cancel.
It's at least it's not complicated.
No. At 6th level, you get Bastion of Law. You can tap into the grand equation of existence to imbue a creature with a shimmering shield of order. As an action, you can expend 1 to 5 sorcery points to create a magical ward around yourself or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you. The ward lasts until you finish a long rest or until you use this feature again. This ward is represented by a number of d8s equal to the number of sorcery points spent to create it. When the warded creature takes damage, you can expend a number of those dice, roll them, reduce the damage taken by the total roll on those dice.
Is it bad that my brain immediately went to Bastion from Overwatch? Before you started reading, that's all I could think of. I was
Because
like,
it's a barrier.
I was like, I
Yeah.
hope you get something. He doesn't even get a... Does he get a barrier? No, he just heals himself.
Think it's a damage reduction.
No, maybe. I don't know. Either way, I was just like,
It's been so long since I played Overwatch, I couldn't tell you.
Oh, it has me too. I just seen the Bastion and was like, that's the guy from Overwatch that everybody fucking hates.
At 14th level, you get Trance of Order. You gain the ability to align your consciousness with the endless calculations of Mechanus. As a bonus action, you can enter this state for 1 minute. For the duration, attack rolls against you can't benefit from advantage. And whenever you make an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, you can treat the roll of a 9 or lower as on a d20 as a 10. Once you use the bonus action, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest, unless you spend 5 sorcery points to use it again. That's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it's not bad.
No. Especially, like, just the not being able to get advantage helps a lot.
It's pretty strong because some classes almost rely on advantage, like Barbarian. So,
Rogue.
Assassin.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, it's only for you.
Yeah, still. You're the squishy.
Sure, yeah. I'm saying, like, I'm trying to think of what spells they get that, like, use attack rolls, or I'm trying to think of the offensive capabilities less than the defensive, which is obvious. Like,
No, I think we were talking about the attack rolls against you can't benefit from advantage.
Sure, but, like, when are you fighting PCs very often?
Well, it doesn't have to be PC. Maybe your DM's throwing a rogue at you.
Yeah. That's a PC, essentially. Like,
Well, I know, but
I mean, have you ever been in like an encounter where the DM sent like 10 assassins at the party?
No, because we're usually not that stupid, but usually.
I have.
That's because you guys are that stupid.
It hurt.
It hurt.
It hurt.
At 18th level, you get Clockwork Cavalcade. You summon Spirits of Order to expunge disorder around you. As an action, you can summon the spirits in a 30-foot cube originating from you. The spirits look like Modrons or other constructs of your choice. The spirits are intangible and invulnerable, and they create the following effects within the cube before vanishing. The spirits restore up to 100 hit points, divided as you choose among any number of creatures of your choice in the cube. Any damaged objects entirely in the cube are repaired instantly, and every spell of 6th level or lower ends on creatures or objects of your choice in the cube. Once you use this action, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest, unless you spend 7 sorcery points to do it again.
God,
Get in the cube.
Mm-hmm.
get in the cube.
Get to the cube.
My cube.
God damn it. I hate us.
I'm Cuban.
It's good. I'm probably just going to, jump in it, give myself the 100.
And then jump
That's
right
exactly
back.
what I was
Is it
thinking.
squishy?
Who needs a cleric? All right.
I can't heal you if I'm dead. And fuck you.
I don't need your healing.
But it's also good if it's like essentially like a greater restoration for spell effects like blindness or something like that. If it's the spell,
Right.
Jump in the cube.
But it's greater restoration.
And then
it's
they're
mass
blind.
Greater
Yeah,
restoration.
mass greater restoration.
And then they're blinded and they can't find the cube. Get in the cube. Where's the cube?
To your left. No, your other left.
That's
Yeah.
exactly how that would
It's
happen.
just that guy that lost his head in Pirates. It's like, and you go.
All right. So that'll take us into Divine Soul. Ethan, I got a feeling we're going to make the same order, and we didn't need a dice to start with.
I have actually
Probably.
played Divine Soul before.
He has.
I stopped.
Yes.
I'm actually playing Divine Soul right now, but it's a dip. So I would use it to get some cleric spells.
But you did play this like what level were we like 14, 13? Something
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
Pretty
it was,
high up.
It was really boring. I don't know. Sorcerer's just not that interesting. Speaking of not interesting, Divine Soul. Basically, your Divine Soul comes from some sort of celestial being and
I thought you were going to say something divine.
Exactly.
comes from
Your divine soul comes from something divine.
That's really where I thought he was going. I was like we're going to need a little bit more, Ethan.
no, it comes from some sort of celestial being, like an angel, or like other things that count like that are also like giants, like giant gods. So you could flavor it that way if you wanted to. Generally speaking, Divine Soul is the cleric subclass. It's the healing subclass for Sorcerer.
It's funny that you say the cleric and then say healing in the same sentence.
Well, I changed it. We've
We've had
doesn't heal.
We had a whole episode about how
Cleric
go fuck
shouldn't
yourself.
heal. Yeah. If you're gonna heal, this is actually probably a better healer. Honestly,
Probably.
you can do more healing. You can cast 2 healing spells, so it's pretty nice. But
You can do it under the table.
right.
Subtle spell.
Okay, that's not what I thought you meant.
Why would you subtle spell healing? Are you healing the enemy?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, you guys haven't. No.
You have mass heal, but it's
Fucking the big bad's up there just kicking the shit out of
Because we
your
don't have a
barbarian.
cleric, you have not encountered the ability of an enemy spellcaster to counterspell your healing word to kill somebody.
fair. All right. Right off the bat, you
I think it'd be funny to heal the big bad evil guy under
That's
your
also
breath.
funny.
Your barbarian's getting the
just
shit kicked out of him, and
just
you're just
casting heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up heal. Damn.
I didn't like them to begin with, so I'm just gonna heal the guy. Hope he dies. I'm just gonna leave. This party sucks. I hate parties. All right. As someone who is
wife and kids.
as someone who's played this support character, I feel that the party sucks. All right. Right off the bat, you get Divine Magic. Your link to the Divine allows you to learn spells normally associated to the Cleric class, and they are counted as Sorcerer spells. So
You don't get extras. You just get access to their spell list.
you're healing them with your charisma, which means you're healing them with your personality.
Much like a bard, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I make you so happy you just feel better.
In addition, choose an affinity for the source of your divine power, good, evil, law, chaos, or neutrality. You learn an additional spell based on that affinity as shown below. It is a sorcerer spell for you, but it doesn't count against your number of sorcerer spells known. For good, you get cure wounds. Evil, you get inflict wounds. Law, you get bless. Chaos, you get bane. And neutrality, you get protection from good and evil.
I feel like those are perfect fits.
They're pretty good.
I mean, yeah.
They're pretty good. You also get favored by the gods right off the bat. Divine power guards your destiny. If you fail a saving throw or miss with an attack roll, you can roll 2d4 and add it to the total, possibly changing the outcome. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. Empowered healing at 6th level. The divine energy coursing through you can empower your healing spells. When you or an ally within 5 feet of you rolls dice to determine the number of hit points a spell restores, you can spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll any number of those dice once, provided you aren't incapacitated. You can use this feature only once per turn.
I don't think that's that good.
It's okay. It's a re-roll. If you could
depends.
take either roll, it'd be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd only use it like if you rolled like a bunch of ones, probably. Be like,
It would have to be all ones.
Yeah.
I mean, why all ones?
situational.
I don't know.
what if you roll 44 and roll 3 ones? So the
Three,
extra,
one,
the
three
extra-
ones and 1 4? What if you...
maybe it's a 2 and 3 ones. You don't know.
Well, if it's 2 and 3 ones, that's a little something different to talk about.
That's
but
not 4 ones. That's why.
You
it's
could
not
also-
4 1. I get what you're saying. I'm just...
You could also not take healing spells.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Cleric
they
has
make.
some really good damage spells.
Yeah.
I just thought about that. You could just go full bore, like, damage caster, Cleric.
That's what they make potions for.
Sorcerer.
That you
Yeah.
can, right? You can use this on. Nope, the spell. Damn it.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yep. So you can just ignore empowered healing altogether and
Yeah.
not heal. But, again, why do it with this class? Angelic form at 14th level, you can use a bonus action to manifest a pair of spectral wings from your back. While the wings are present, you have a flying speed of 30 feet. The wings last until you're incapacitated, you die, or you dismiss them as a bonus action. The affinity you choose for your divine magic feature determines the appearance of spectral wings. Eagle wings for law or good, bat wings for evil or chaos, and dragonfly wings for neutrality. That just sealed me on not playing a neutral character.
That was the first thing I thought, too. I was like, well, fuck neutral.
You could play a fairy, right?
Sure.
I guess
Fairies
that's what it's
are
supposed to be.
divine. No, they're fae. Okay. At 18th level, you get unearthly recovery. You gain the ability to overcome grievous injuries. As a bonus action, when you have fewer than half of your hit points remaining, you can regain a number of hit points equal to half your hit point maximum. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest.
So essentially, you can just get just shy of 3/4 of your health.
Typical cleric, if they can heal, the only person they're healing is themselves.
Same thing as
No, you
paladin.
can get almost, if you have 1 hit point under your half, you can get all the way almost up to full. If you have less than half,
Yeah, I guess half
Yeah.
of your maximum. I was thinking of it wrong.
I have problems with this because it's a cleric with less health
Yeah.
and no armor.
and no armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some
It's
problems there.
And
Yeah.
some arcane spellcasting ability.
Not very good, though.
Yeah.
You can get the same. Just if you're going to do arcane spell, just play a wizard. I mean, they're better.
Yeah. All right. Now we're going to go into Draconic Bloodline. God damn, it's the same order again.
Yay.
This is what I get for not remembering to grab the dice first.
That is what you get.
So a dragon fucked your mom. That's how
Doesn't have to be your mom. It's somewhere in your bloodline.
What?
dragon fucked your great grandma.
Sure.
Grandma, no.
Think about that next time you're at Sunday dinner.
My grandmothers are dead. So
Mine too.
Thanks for bringing that up.
I'm the only
You're
one
fucking
who.
downer, huh?
Well, listen, I don't know what to tell you guys. But
Next time you see your grandma at Sunday dinner, think about that.
bud.
fair enough. All right, so obviously you get a dragon ancestor. At first level, you get to choose the type of dragon as your ancestor, and it's all the colors are different types. Like, I'm trying to think of how to explain it in the quickest way possible.
Different elements.
Elements.
It's
yeah.
easy. 3 get fire, that's brass, gold, red.
Yeah.
2 get cold, that's silver and white.
Yeah.
There's a poison, 2 lightnings, 2 acids, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Essentially, for some reason, they didn't want to make
All
brass a poison.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Instead of making it 2, 2, and 2, and 2, like 5 2s, they made it.
of them. A 3, 1, and 2.
Yeah.
It could just be sleep breath, which would have been cool. Why didn't they give him the other metallic breaths?
Because those are really good.
They would have been really cool.
Too good.
They would have been really cool.
You can speak, read, and write Draconic. Additionally, whenever you make a charisma check when interacting with dragons, your proficiency bonus is doubled if it applies to the check. I got to scroll through all this because it's just
Pretty
talking
sure
to me
you
about
said
the dragons.
Yeah, I was like,
necronic.
No,
Did I say necronic?
something.
No, necronic. Like chronic? Like
Yeah.
like the chronic.
Yeah.
Necronic.
Necronic.
You definitely didn't say draconic.
Okay, I meant to say draconic.
I just thought it was funny.
To follow that up, draconic resilience. As magic flows through your body, it causes physical traits of your dragon ancestors to emerge. At first level, your hit point maximum increases by 1 and increases by 1 again every time you gain a level in this class. Additionally, parts of your skin are covered by a thin sheen of dragon-like scales. When you aren't wearing armor, your AC equals 13 plus your dex mod. That's really good because it's the only one that gets
Extra health.
Yeah.
extra health and free armor.
Which essentially puts you on par with the D8, essentially.
And armor class pretty similar
on
to
average.
a rogue if you're
Yeah.
taking dex.
Yeah.
So you can just run around naked.
Can.
Yep. Don't recommend it. But
Yeah. They call it a scaly.
God damn it. At 6th level, you get Elemental Affinity. When you cast a spell that deals damage of the type associated with your Draconic, did I say it right? I keep thinking I'm
Yep.
not saying it
Yeah,
right.
you got it right.
Ancestry. You can add your Charisma modifier to 1 damage roll of that spell. At the same time, you can spend 1 sorcery point to gain resistance to that damage type for 1 hour. Resistance is always good. At 14th level, you get Dragon Wings. You gain the ability to sprout a pair of dragon wings from your back, gaining a flying speed equal to your current speed. You can create these wings as a bonus action on your turn. They last until you dismiss them as a bonus action on your turn. You can't manifest your wings while wearing armor unless the armor is made to accommodate them, and clothing not made to accommodate your wings might be destroyed when you manifest them.
You Hulk out.
This was
Yeah.
cool because in the original player's handbook, this was the only place where the character could get wings.
Well, I was getting ready to say, this is
Yes.
very funny because there seems to be a very common theme.
For some reason, people like wings. I
People like to fly.
Yeah, this whole subclass is about getting undressed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially.
Bear with me.
getting naked.
B-A-R-E?
Bear.
God damn it. Oh, I hate you, Jamie. Draconic Presence. At 18th level, you can channel the dread presence of your dragon ancestor, causing those around you to become awestruck or frightened. As an action, you can spend 5 sorcery points to draw on this power and exude an aura of awe or fear, your choice, to a distance of 60 feet for 1 minute or until you lose concentration. Each hostile creature that starts its turn in this aura must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed, if you choose awe, or frightened if you choose fear, until the aura ends. A creature that succeeds on this saving throw is immune to your aura for 24 hours.
It's okay.
It's not bad. I mean, considering it came out in the player's handbook, it's probably...
It is a 60-foot radius.
Well, I was thinking more of the whole subclass.
It's
It's probably one of the better ones.
It's not bad.
And you get a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You get some armor, get some health.
Yeah, but it doesn't go out of its way to be cool.
No.
Outside of the wings and the scales.
Who gives a fuck about cool, though? You know what's cool? Killing bad guys.
Yeah, this
Or
doesn't-
killing good guys,
this
depending
doesn't
on
do
your
it.
party.
Man, this doesn't do it.
or killing people in general.
Yeah.
What's fun is playing this as a Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Because then you get
Yeah.
a breath for your draconic ancestry.
Yeah. And then you choose a different type for your Dragonborn.
Absolutely.
Just to fuck with
Absolutely.
everybody.
Red dragon one, it can breathe, or well, yeah.
Pretty lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden you got fucking blue wings sprouting out your back.
Actually, if I'm a red dragonborn, I'm picking poison type. So, well, I mean, you ever been stabbed with the blade that was poison?
No,
No, I have. I've never
you?
been stabbed in my
I don't
life.
No, but I don't want to, and I know that I would rather be resistant to that poison. So,
Fair enough. I'll
Fair,
allow it.
You know, it's the second most common damage type. I'll allow it.
All right. So shadow magic, we're not talking about it.
You
A shadow man fucked your great grandma.
Yeah,
we could do it, but like just talk about it short.
you can use the power of the shadows. That's essentially what it is.
Shadow Sorcerer gets its powers from
The
the
shadows.
shadows.
Makes sense. And Storm Sorcerer, guess where they get their powers from?
Canada.
I was gonna say Florida, because of the hurricane going on right now.
Oh no, they're not there anymore.
Oh, because of the hurricane.
Yeah.
I like it. And then Jarrett, take us into wild magic.
Oh boy.
Okay, so your powers come from, I guess, just magic innately in itself, that it's overflowing
Your
within
mom
you
got fucked by
magic.
yeah. This is the Virgin Mary.
It's chaos. So if you read
Chaos.
it says your
Chaos.
innate magic comes from the wild forces of chaos that underline the order of creation.
It sounds like magic to me.
yeah.
It comes from chaos. One's law, one's chaos. One's good, one's not.
Fair. Wild Magic Surge. Starting when you choose its origin at first level, your spellcasting can unleash surges of untamed magic once per turn. The DM can have you roll a d20 immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell of first level or higher. If you roll a 1, roll on the Wild Magic Surge table to create a magical effect. If that effect is a spell, it is too wild to be affected by your meta magic. And if it normally requires concentration, it doesn't require concentration. In this case, the spell lasts for its full duration. It's a D100 table. We're not reading them.
We're not reading these.
The funny ones are like you cast a fireball on yourself, you turn into a
Potted
plant.
plant. Yeah.
you summon some flumps.
Your skin turns a vibrant shade of blue.
Yeah,
Like, there's some funny ones
There's
for yourself.
some-
There's also some bad ones.
there's just really bad ones. And then the last one, the 100, is you get all your sorcery points back. That's,
Yeah.
it's random, it's chaotic, it's
You always get that one
Yeah.
when you have
full points. Yeah.
You've used 1 point.
Or none.
Yeah.
The one thing I don't like about this is it's up to the DM to determine. I wish there was some mechanism that decided when it happened more frequently than just at your DM's discretion, because some
Yeah.
DMs,
Like Wild
They
Magic
forget.
Barbarian.
some DMs
Yeah.
will forget, or it's like a double thing. The DM has to decide, and then you have to roll a d20, get a 1.
Yeah.
It won't happen as much as you think it will happen.
It's also not as useful
No.
in combat as, say,
No,
the
it's-
Wild Magic Barbarian.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's actually
Bad.
the opposite. It's bad.
Well, yeah. You lose all your money or something, and
I
like,
don't know if it's that, but it's like
oh no, that's the card.
that's the card.
That's the card. Okay.
It's just like weird shit will happen, and you're like, oh, your fucking hair falls out
yeah.
for 24 hours. You're bald.
Like, there's one of them that literally says you cast polymorph on yourself. If you fail the saving throw, you turn into a sheep for the spell's
Yep,
duration. Like, how long does polymorph last?
Hour.
An hour.
God damn it.
Yep. I mean, you could just stab the sheep and get yourself out of.
Yeah, but if you're in the middle of a fight and
Technically, you just run the sheep. As a sheep, you could just run into a wall as hard as you could and take 1 damage.
over and over and over.
yeah, I don't know how many hit points a sheep has, but
Not much.
probably not much.
Probably not much, but probably more than you want to do that for.
Yeah. Also, at first level, you get Tides of Chaos. You can manipulate the forces of chance and chaos to give you advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Once you do this, you can finish. Once you do so, you must finish a long rest before you use this feature again. Anytime you use this feature, the DM can have you roll the Wild Magic Surge table immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell at first level. Then you regain use of this feature. So that's again, I just like things that it makes it the onus on the DM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to let a player character have their abilities or use their abilities.
Especially whenever the DM already has so much going on.
Yeah.
That
So
they're trying
they
to
might
focus
forget.
on. And fuck, as a player, I forget shit that my character does. I can't
a DM,
expect.
a DM should not have to be responsible to know what every player at their table is be able to do.
Yes.
It's on those players to know what they can do
It is-
individually.
I mean, you should know, but I mean,
Generally, but like your individual, you shouldn't have to remember them. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but I mean, half the time as DM, you're just trying to get people to choose what to do on their turn.
it's true, yeah.
And then by the time you've done that, you're happy and done, and you want to move on to the next person or NPC in the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to have to like decide in the middle of them. Like I would just sit there if they're taking too long. You wild magic.
Sure.
You did do that a lot because I played a
did.
wild magic sorcerer
I did.
and you were like, all right, roll for wild magic. And there was times where it was even just roll a
think-
D100.
We've
And
had
this is
we've
what
had some
happened.
interesting things happen with wild magic sorcerers.
But we've also
we had-
changed how we did the table and like when it came up. And
Yeah.
Yeah, we made it happen more often.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I remember one time where somebody cast a spell and the wild magic table went off for whatever thing we were using at the time in the middle of a big boss fight thing, and they just turned into a potted plant and sat there for the entire fight
Yeah.
just to fight us.
Yep. At 6th level, you get the bend luck feature. You have the ability to twist fate using your wild magic. When another creature you can see makes an attack roll, an ability check, or saving throw, you can use your reaction to spend 2 sorcery points to roll a 1d4 and apply the number rolled as a bonus or penalty, your choice, to the creature's roll. You can do so after the creature rolls, but before any effect of the roll occurs. Just like,
It'd be nice if it were like
basically-
a level 1 ability.
yeah, it's like 2 sorcery points to cast guidance on somebody.
Yeah.
Guidance / resistance.
It would be nice. I think this would be nice is if it was like a level 1 ability that scaled, like almost like bardic inspiration.
Sure.
Yeah. That would be better. That would make it better.
Controlled Chaos. At 14th level, you gain a modicum of control of your surges of the wild magic. Whenever you roll the wild magic surge table, you can roll twice and use either number. At 18th level, you get Spell Bombardment. The harmful energy of your spells intensifies whenever you roll damage for a spell and roll the highest number possible on any of the dice. Choose one of those dice. Roll it again. Add that roll to the damage. You can only use this feature once per turn. A little bit extra blasty blast for a caster. I
It's
guess.
not terrible. It has some uses with the concentration kind of bending thing, but all in all, it's kind of lackluster, and it's not really
That's-
full of flavor.
That's just the sorcerer in general. It's just kind of lackluster, lacking.
It's relying so hard on the meta magic that
Yeah.
they thought, well, this is going to be too powerful, and didn't give it anything really just cool.
Yeah.
But
Well, and even in thinking, oh, it'll be too powerful, they didn't give it enough opportunities to be.
this was really strange coming into 5th edition, though, because previous to 5th edition, most of the wild magic stuff was in the wizard thing, and it was a lot more effective.
And it was like you couldn't control your magic.
Yeah, yeah. And it was a lot more effective in like 2nd edition. It was really cool. 3rd edition, it was really cool.
God, you're old.
He didn't play them when they came out. He played them after the
Nah,
fact.
I believe
Jesus
he
Christ.
played them when they came out.
No,
Old as fuck.
no. Like,
He was barely born when 2nd edition came out. Or no,
I wasn't born when 2nd edition came out. It came out.
I'm thinking of 3rd edition. No.
3rd edition was, yeah. I was old enough to understand what D&D was at the time because I was playing Baldur's Gate, which is 98.
Alrighty. So, I know we've talked about this before on previous episodes. What do you think is the best? I'm going into this solo and I'm picking up some.
Solo. Clockwork Soul.
Clockwork Soul because of the wider spell
Yeah, I
choice
guess.
range.
Don't really
Maybe
love-
Draconic Bloodline for being slightly tankier.
Sure. don't-
For me, it's Draconic. Like, that's the one I would pick. Like, if I was going to play a sorcerer, that's the one I would pick.
And then
Aberrant Mind's not terrible if
As
you're
a-
wanting to be a control.
as a dip, I don't.
Any of them, really. Like, if you're a caster. What the fuck was that?
Honestly,
eBay didn't know my.
eBay.
honestly, if you're wanting to do just as much damage as possible, Clockwork Soul or Divine Sorcerer. because you get better spell choices that aren't from sorcerer.
Yeah.
It frees you up to take more spells.
This is really weird because the ones we were picking are the ones that take you the farthest away from sorcerer as possible while still being a sorcerer.
Yeah. It lets you cast as a sorcerer. Everything else is different.
But I think for a dip, divine soul is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now we get to do the Dungeon Loot Armory question, which is, which sorcerer would you add to your party? I think he'll have a problem with this. I don't know why.
Probably.
So
Usually.
your options are Doctor Strange from Marvel, Yennefer from The Witcher, Imogen from Critical Role, or Wanda from Marvel.
Well, that's easy.
I mean, it is easy. It's hard at the same time.
Wanda,
Yeah.
Yeah, Wanda's literally like,
the most powerful.
Yep.
yeah,
Wait, are we talking like
I don't give a fuck.
pre-book or after book?
either.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
She's still stronger on both.
Yeah.
I mean, Doctor Strange is pretty good, but
He is. He's the close second.
he's a
in that.
very close second.
You can't go wrong with either one. I mean, really, with one of them you get teleport, the other one you don't. But the other one can change the fucking world.
Yeah.
I feel like she could teleport if she wanted to.
Yeah. Give her access to a sling ring. She could teleport.
Oh, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
If fucking Ned can do it, she can do it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but Ned's the hobgoblin.
But
That is
if
true.
Ned can do it, it's fucking Ned.
He's not stupid.
Fair.
No, but he's just a guy. He's literally a guy in a chair.
I mean, yeah. Fair enough. All right, so that wraps up everything for this episode. It's very funny that we recorded with Sean, and both of those episodes were like 30 to 40 minutes long. We bring Ethan back in, we're at 53 minutes, which it'll edit out.
You wanted to keep it shorter?
No, it's fine. I just think it's funny to notice the differences
Oh.
whenever people are and aren't here. Because, like, we bring Logan in, we took like an hour and 10 minutes
Yeah,
on the
you're
episodes.
you're just a long-winded fuck. Apparently, I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
You're
It's
the
fine.
only variable that changed there.
Yeah, you are the only variable.
All right.
Bye. That's what I expected him to say. So, as always, you can find us on. I thought I just deleted something. It gave me a mini panic attack.
Can I say one more thing about Sorcerer?
Yeah.
The best option to play Sorcerer is to not do it.
All right. That's the title. The best option is to not do this. That will be the title.